Count us in.
Countdown.
Alex, you cue us.
Hello, United Rogue Overwatch, and welcome to a makeup game for week four between Pittsburgh and Montreal.
Hello.
I'm Storm. The Miami cast is back because I finally filled out my intent form, or not intent form, my when to meet properly. So we've got me, Storm, and Dragon Master.
Hello.
So
And
we've got
I think
definitely got a fun matchup coming
I think
up.
this is an important matchup too, because I think this determines whether MTL makes it into playoffs or not.
We have Pitt at 2-1, technically 3-1 because Pitt played their week 5 against KCC and won. And we have Montreal at 1-2 currently.
And I think they have to play. I think they have to play another makeup as well.
Who?
No, sorry, no. MTL plays Detroit, which I think is happening later.
MTL plays Detroit in week 5.
Yeah. So
and
this
then they have Pittsburgh again week 6. I think that's gonna be the most important one. I think.
Yeah, we'll see though. Because currently I think the top 4 teams are Houston, Miami, Pitt, and MTL. So
Houston's 4-0, Miami's 3-2, Pittsburgh is 3-1, and Montreal is 1-2 currently. So Montreal's tied with KCC at the moment, but they do have a higher map win percentage, so they are above them.
So I guess it depends on KCC more. So I guess we gotta wait. Are they doing map bans now? Okay. We are ready.
So I'm curious to see where we go, because I know MTL doesn't mind Busan. We haven't seen much Antarctic, I don't think, in this season in general between either league.
I think we've only seen it like
pretty clear.
Twice, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that is definitely not a fan favorite amongst the league.
I think
for
it's a
good
really
reason,
bad
in
map,
my opinion.
It's a pretty bad.
I think that's the general consensus amongst the league. And you know, as we say it, Montreal does in fact ban Antarctic.
Yeah.
First ban. So.
You know, I guess we're not getting it again.
So it's either gonna be Busan or
I think they're saying Busan. Busan.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to Busan map 1.
Yep. Now, I'm interested to see what map they go to, because like depending on which one you play, it's like a completely different team comp that works.
Well, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna see the Chris with a K Reinhardt on everywhere other than downtown. Downtown is more than likely going to be a Winston pick, because I know Chris definitely does like Winston a lot.
Oh yeah, he loves his Winston.
Well, here we go. We're going in.
Yep. And we're on downtown first.
So we're probably going to be seeing some dive comps, perhaps some Widowmakers.
Most likely
we'll see though. And yep, as we call it, Parasite on the Widowmaker. Chris McClure on the Doomfist.
Ooh.
I'm a big Doomfist fan. We got Tracer Racer on the Mercy, Calo on the Kiriko.
Widow. They're playing
Sigma. We do have a bit of a Widowmaker. We do have a bit of a Widowmaker 1v1. Sigma is definitely a interesting pick that I feel like we haven't really seen much on Busan, but it's definitely not a bad pick. It's gonna help them shield off that Widowmaker.
Yeah, you shield off your Widow, and then the Widow wins the 1v1. The Doomfist.
I'm definitely gonna be looking at this Doomfist a lot, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's in there.
And he's up there, denying that high ground. It is good to note though that Pittsburgh does not. Oh, their Widowmaker is kind of trying to not push up that high ground. They're trying to push up into that window, and they're getting
trade.
They traded though.
They get the Widow though. They get the Widow. That's big.
True. That is very large.
Oh, and Parasite just another one. Tracer or Racer just res dead inside. So that's big. So
Oh, but Chris is low and he's gone. However, Dead Inside does have that Mercy Pocket and is behind them. But Tracer Racer's low.
Tracer's really low.
Barely escapes, but doesn't quite. Almost escapes from that, but now Dead Inside's heals are gone.
And it looks like Hit will take that first point.
Yes, indeed. But Chris with a K already back in there. And a little bit of a perilous shot, hits the ceiling and dies.
No.
That was definitely not a part of the game plan. Parasite getting a pick on the saucepan. Looking for any value they can get out of this.
Oh, unfortunately,
trying to put the Reaper, push the Reaper that's up on the high ground. The Reaper gets out though.
They're going in. Repositioning.
Chris with the block, trying to get a little bit of charge, but trigger discipline good from Pit.
I mean, Pit's just kind of holding.
Now the saucepan's left out with no cooldowns, and that's gonna be a pick.
So that's big.
Oh, big punch out of the rock by Chris. Holding block, they're gonna ignore him.
Oh,
Reaper's gonna explode.
They're really focusing
pull,
over
you know?
punches. I like this aggression, targeted aggression. Whoever the Doom punches, they're just shooting at.
Oh, Chris going low, having the Meteor Strike out. Doesn't really recover too much health, deciding to go for the Sigma instead, but that Sigma's gonna get up to full health really quickly.
I mean, both the supports are looking at him, so it's gonna be really good. Chris falls.
And Chris overextending a little bit, and here comes an ulti from Sig. That's gonna not hit anybody. There's a res onto Doomfist, so we have a tank back.
That's a Juno. Zeke uses ult, but gets punched off of it.
He still gets Dead Inside out of copy though.
Yeah. This is.
Oh, and Pittsburgh actually flips the point.
Yeah, Pitt flipped it. This is just a full-on brawl here, man.
Oh, is Juno gonna die? Yeah.
Juno file, that's big.
Juno gets punched off. Chris misses the punch onto the handsing Sig, but now it's just gonna be Sig against the world. Saucepan falls, and Bonaparte falls.
And MTL recaps the point.
Pretty clean fight win, and was able to get a pretty decent stagger on the Bonaparte and Saucepan as well.
But they need to hold this point for a long time. I mean, look at a Hit. They have 80%, you know.
Parasite is coming up on a barrage. Chris with a K, almost on another Meteor Strike as well.
Yeah, has it now.
And it looks like they're gonna try and push to the left side.
Yep. See what they do. Looks like they've noticed, and now Doomfist is back.
Bonaparte kind of just pushes on. Burns hands pretty early. Kind of just trying to get themselves in, and the ulti coming out from Saucepan. Oh, that's gonna be a big Meteor Strike though.
Meteor Strike. Chris with the big Doomfist. They res Dead Inside. They're up to 3.
That was a really big Meteor Strike. I don't think Pit quite saw that coming.
I think this
that guy falls. Dead Inside falls though.
Unless they get a quick touch, I don't think they're gonna get flipped. Okay, they pop Sigma ult to try and get back. He didn't touch. He was in the air.
He was too far in the air, and it didn't count him on point.
That's unfortunate.
So Montreal, after being down around like 80 to 30 something, they're able to get this point.
Yeah.
Take the first round.
The Doomfist coming in clutch, man. He's like the third DPS.
Yeah, I liked it. There were some pretty big punches from there. He had his moment, hitting his head on the ceiling and falling off the map. But he was able to come back, didn't let it tilt him too much, and he said, "I'm coming back. I'm going to start getting some value," and that's exactly what he did.
Yep. And I liked also like the target aggression from his team. Like whoever he punched, they all looked at that guy. And he swept it.
That's the plan.
So they're running more of a BAP trade. So they're running like a poke comp with a Doom, and a so they're like running poke and dive, I guess, at the same time.
Yeah, it's like a hybrid poke dive. Chris is really deep in there. He's gonna get hacked and rocked, and he's just gonna
He's super low. He
Explode.
falls. Yeah. Well, if you
I
can't
don't think
handle
he
the Doom, hack the
expected.
guy.
I don't think he expected the. I don't think he expected the Sombra to get in there.
I don't even think he
And now
expected.
Sombra jumping onto the dead inside
He
Genji.
swapped
He's
his-
super low.
He swapped his R.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted that smoke. He didn't want the Sigma Rock into Sombra hack combo going into Doomfist. Doomfist is just doesn't feel like there's much you can do about that.
No. I mean, you can persevere through it, but it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, not compared to the Zarya at the very least. Let's see if Montreal can make anything happen here.
Yep.
Chris
I think,
on relatively high charge.
Yep. Chris is just
Waiting for
gaining
both his
charge,
bubbles to come
probably
back.
Yep.
There's a bubble back, and he's back up to
He's
full.
getting high
Punches the
charge, yeah.
rock.
You going in, getting that
Oh,
LRE
Pascal
pylon.
getting another pick on the dead side.
That's big, getting their pylon. And their pylon's still up, so they can kind of just keep going with the battle. Meanwhile, they have to back up. Okay, that's a Sig ult coming up. Oh,
Chris doesn't
nice.
have a bubble.
It's fine. Nobody dies yet.
That's
They
a
do
big
get
pick
that-
onto the
they do
Juno.
get a Juno. That's huge. And they have no rock or anything. I think the Sig is gonna have to back up now.
No rock. Montreal pushed to point.
Okay. They pop the Alari ult. They get 1, 2,
Oh,
all of them. I don't think the Alari ult actually got anyone, but like it forced them back in a corner where they eliminated them.
yeah, that was a very cheap fight win for Montreal as well. They burned the Sig ult on the side of Pittsburgh, and they said, all right, we'll do one for us, and then we're gonna win the fight off of it. And now they're stuck with Grav window. They dead inside actually switches, so he's gonna lose the ult charge on the Genji, but
Yeah. They
there's an
also
early
like,
window.
Pit swapped to a
Yeah,
to a
Pitt did swap to a
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt comp.
kind of counter this. That might have been a wasted window. I mean, it did force them to go around the other side though.
Yeah, not the most value could have gotten out of it, but it's not super bad.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a big grab. Get 3.
that was a big grab.
Oh,
Oh my!
wait. Why does I get
What
2?
is going
though?
on?
What is happening? What?
There was that. I think that so the Sunstruck seemed to explode at the very last second and got 2 off a collateral, but Montreal still ending up winning the fight. But now Pitt's gonna be back before a lot of Montreal's back. So, and they're gonna burn
That's-
2 ult, 3 ultis.
That's. I mean, they want to get that point, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly not that bad because if you look at the ult economy here, like they only have male and like that's it. So it's not the worst thing to burn 3 ults and at least you got the point, you know.
Yeah, I can definitely not. Chris swapping to the Ram for the the common Reinhardt counter pick.
Yep. Interesting to see more
Monopart also
Alari.
coming up on Monopart also coming up on Shatter here real soon.
Okay, there's a Mei ult.
Here's the Mei ult.
Does it get anybody?
Oh, it's gonna get Bonaparte. Bonaparte's gonna fall.
That's big. Now they have to back up. They also get Saucepan. That's a big pick.
Montreal.
So as it goes down, and now they're kind of back up now. They
Yeah,
and
Montreal's
MPL
gonna take
recaps.
this-
Now let's look at the ult economy. I mean, Reinhardt almost has Shatter. That's about it. And then, Bap almost has Window, and they almost have like 3 ults on the side of MTL. So I
Yeah,
think
we were
I
on
think
the
they're
last
gonna-
fight. Chris getting a little bit run down. This looks like Pitt's just gonna try and force the point.
Tracer low.
Hammer down,
Tracer
but-
falls. Calaho falls.
Ooh.
Those are big. Those are
Bonaparte
both
falls, though.
supports. That's big, but MTL just lost both their supports, so I think that's
See how long Chris can stall. Oh, but he's gonna stand in front of his shield and he's gonna
I
get
think
lit
they're gonna
up.
get it. I don't think they're gonna get back in time. I mean, they're swapped Tracer. See the Tracer
Tracer
gets
on the
there.
Tracer swap.
Alari's
He's
one.
gonna
Wait,
get a
Tracer died.
touch.
He recalls. They pop all.
That's big.
Anybody? I think they blocked it. They touched though. That's a big touch. Calaho's on.
This ends now.
Calaho goes down.
Oh.
Both supports are down again. I mean, it's gonna be
Yeah,
difficult.
Montreal had a big touch, but they just kind of seem to all fall over despite the ultis being used. And
Well,
that's gonna
that's 1-1.
be Next round.
I mean, these have been close fights. I mean, it's mostly been like, you know, what wins is like an ultimate, like getting 2 or something. Or they get their both backline. If they get whoever gets the backline first usually wins the fight. It seems like.
And Chris swapping to the Rhine, looking for this Rhine mirror. Quasar onto Juno, that guy onto Kiri. We still have Venture Soldier on the side of Pit. Dead inside swapping back onto the Genji. Caliho onto the Moira as opposed to the Baptiste, and Tracer Eraser on the Lucio. So we've got Lucio with Reinhardt. I lied, we have Juno with Reinhardt.
So, I mean...
And Zeke swapping over to Reaper.
Parasite on
Dead inside on the Sojourn,
right.
so they swapped, and then they swapped that back right as the round started. So a little bit of indecisiveness coming over from both teams.
I think they're trying to figure out what they want to run. I mean, the Junkrats can be really good for just shredding that Rhine shield. Like,
oh, but Caliho falls really early.
that's unfortunate. Zeke with that big pick early.
And Chris
is low.
Chris
He's
very
tall.
low, and he's gonna fall.
Dead inside also falls. There goes the rat.
Hey there.
Parasite,
And-
an immediate swap onto the Pharah.
Makes sense. I mean, they have two DPS that cannot hit a Pharah really. If you stay in the
Oh,
air.
and here comes Chris. They just started running. They said we don't want to wait. Montreal said we don't want to waste any time. We're taking this speed ring and we're moving.
We're getting in.
Both teams still at even, no deaths yet. Oh, and as I said,
playing the
though,
low ground.
that guy's and
Just
Quadra's
going in.
also low. That's
Quadra
just the
falls.
first hit.
Both supports done.
All health is
Ryan
final
going in,
now.
Ryan low, dead,
Where's your jet?
and it's just saucepan. And he
Good,
falls.
good cleanup.
And they recap.
Good cleanup on the side of Montreal after beating those supports. Just
And the all
taking care of
economy,
business.
the all economy is pretty close here. Zeke swaps the soldier. Mainly for that Pharah.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that's what that's for. Both Reinhardt's really even on Shatter, actually. Bonaparte has about a 10% advantage. And as I say that, Chris jumps ahead immediately as they start to go right. Saucepan kind of just got caught unawares. And Zeke overextends a lot, but is able to get away with it. Here comes a Shatter.
He blocked it.
He's
They
gonna hold
blocked it.
strong, but
Oh.
another block Shatter.
Well, no, he did get one though. He got he got done inside.
Oh,
They're going in with the coalescence. They're holding their spawn. Holding the side.
in that
I mean,
back line, the Venture's very low though. A very chaotic
very
fight coming
low.
here.
He's going back up though. Coming back up. They're both teams are rotating really well.
Everybody press Q, baby. Here we go.
Game lag
Parasite
challenge.
gets 2 with the rocket barrage. The Reinhardt's just dueling it out. But
Look at Chris died and always had 90% again.
yeah, Chris is almost back to another shatter. And so is Bonaparte, to be fair. Not quite as close as
they touched.
as Chris, but it's a touch.
Touching again.
Oh, and it flips. That's definitely not what they wanted. His Tracer Razor falls. Another shatter
he
from
shattered.
Chris.
He
No
missed
one
shatter.
but Saucepan barely able to get out of the way.
I mean, look, but Bonaparte falls. That's big. Chris is swinging that hammer.
Falls.
Man.
A lot of people are very low on the side of Montreal, though. Dead inside falls, but so does Zeke.
Calho is
You have a
fighting
really
the
low
stock man.
Reinhardt. Plaza's gonna run up and,
They pick it up.
and just kill him.
That's big, but like they cleaned up the rest of the team though. So I think that was a worthwhile trade. But
Yeah,
we'll
but
see.
now they have no tank, and now Pittsburgh's gonna stance up here with the Reinhardt, and the points just gonna flip right back.
Oh, and there's the
Oh,
shatter.
he's got a big shatter to Chris. Chris falls.
Parasite is really low. Saucepan, I think,
There's
did
a
get
lot
him.
of people really low on that on the side of Montreal. Down goes Calico, down goes Zed inside to the Bonaparte, to the
And
Mr.
it looks
Reinhardt
like-
man.
And point is really close. I mean, they have one more fight here.
Yeah, this is we are
Yeah, but
absolutely
they're-
in one fight territory. This map is
I mean, these
Is
teams
going
are
the
really
distance.
close. These teams are really close in skill level.
Montreal's gonna have to get a touch here. Here comes a rush.
Okay, Chris is touching. They get dead inside.
Bonaparte comes back. Bonaparte gets two.
And it looks
Down
like
goes Chris, and that's gonna be it.
Pitt takes first map.
What a crazy map. That map was insane.
These teams are so close, and they're rotating really well using the Juno ring. Like, they're really clean comms and communication going on here.
Bonaparte with the play of the game.
Yep, the big shatter. You know, I wonder if he noticed the guy
that's
to the
on
right.
there too. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think he got him, but he
I
got
don't think
the,
he did.
It doesn't matter, he got two here.
Wow, what a banger map.
God, these Reinhardts are duking it out, man.
You know, those Reinhardts were swinging their hammers. That's for sure.
Chris like went from like one fight, like got shattered, and then like 15 seconds later he got another shatter.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. There was that one fight where Chris used shatter, and then Bonaparte used shatter, and then everybody else just started pressing ults, and by the end of it, Chris was already 90% to another shatter, and it was just like, what is happening?
I mean, that's what happens when you speed a rider.
And then Parasite had gotten two with the barrage, and there was just ults being pressed everywhere. Everybody just went crazy.
You know, maybe on Miami we need a Juno. This sounds like some fun.
I don't know, man. What I do know is that we're going into map 2 with a 1-0 Pittsburgh lead, but this
MTL
game
gets to
is
decide.
definitely going to be contested.
And MTL does get to decide the map. I mean, both teams look relative, like they wanted to run relatively the same comp, and it's just kind of about counter swapping to whatever hero counters their DPS usually. And we'll see what happens. I mean, both teams were kind of running a brawl, right? So
Yeah.
except for that one time where they were running Doomfist, but that's just downtown.
Yeah, where
so.
Chris was going Doomfist on downtown, but I generally don't like. Brawl is generally the pick on those other two maps, I feel like.
Yeah.
Still waiting on a map pick from Montreal. Giving it a little bit of thought. I'm actually interested to see, because we might see an early push pick. We could go to Runa Sopi, and as I say that, they pick Surabasa, which is the other one that I was going to say. It could be an early push or an early flashpoint pick. And Surabasa is not
interesting. I mean, this is kind of more of a. I mean, you can kind of run whatever on this map, to be honest. I mean, depending on.
Yeah.
Like,
I've definitely heard from a lot of people. I've definitely heard from a lot of people that they don't actually like Rhine very much on this map. But I can definitely see the Rhine being played from these two players here.
Yeah, like
Or we could
I
see
think,
Sigma.
Yeah, I also think I mean, this also can be a dive map too. Like it really depends on what they want to run. Like this.
Yeah,
map,
I think the play for both teams is to just go with whatever the comp they are most comfortable on is. Just play whatever's most comfortable for them and go from there.
I'll tell you what though, Chris and Bonaparte both looked very confident on their Rhine.
They were definitely pressing W a lot. But we'll see. We could possibly see Chris try and hop back on the Doomfist. But I guess we will see.
Yep, I think we're just running on NTL. I think they said yes, so I think we're ready. We're about to go in.
I think we are ready to go in. Here we go into the lands of Surabasa.
Let's see here.
Mm.
Alright. Let's see what they
Just see what happens here on first point. Yeah, honestly, there could be so many different picks on this map that I feel like it's not even worth it to try and call anything because we just don't know.
Well, oh my
Looks like
goodness.
Bonaparte. Oh wait, we have a swap. We have a role swap on the side of Montreal. We have Parasite, and he's
On the
going
tank?
Junker Queen.
JQ? The DPS player?
And we have Chris with a K on Reaper, Tracer Racer on Lucio, Calaho on Kiriko, and Deadenside on Echo.
I think this could work.
No.
Oh wait, they swapped to Genji.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how this works. I mean, I think the queen is really good. It's just against Reinhardt, it's kind of difficult to pressure him out and sustain fight, but
A little
We'll
bit,
see.
but also, if the team is hiding behind Ryan's shield too much, you can just jump in and get an axe and just chop 15 people's heads off for free.
that's true.
We'll see what happens. Chris with a K on the Reaper. So we have a Reaper duel going on here as well. And Parasite
Reinhardt's
already in the back line is able to take out the Alari.
They're
But they
using
trade
that
for
speed.
Deadenside. Pitt's gonna take this point early. And Parasite's just
in.
hunting for those
Barrett.
supports. Calaho's gonna fall. Tracer Race's gonna fall. No supports for Montreal. And Parasite's just kind of here, gonna try and build some ult charge before he falls.
That's unfortunate.
Deadenside getting staggered pretty hard. Ooh.
That's unfortunate.
Dead-
No,
Yeah.
I think they'll keep running this. I just think that they just need to go. They need to go after the supports or like Ryan's heart.
I mean that's what Parasite did to begin with. He took the Alari out really early and then was looking for the Juno as well, but
I mean, Juno is really hard to catch as queen, even with your shout.
yeah, you have to get a really good knife. Parasite's going really low, and with no shout, that's a big shatter.
That's a big shatter. That's 3.
That was a huge shatter coming out from Bonaparte. And just like that, first point goes to Pitt.
I'm not so sure this new swap is working. I don't think it's Parasite. I think it's just the queen doesn't really
Deadenside swap
match
into the
into what they
Sombra.
have.
Yeah, but I don't think it's worth it now because Junker Queen ult can be extremely huge, especially against a team,
That's true.
a Pittsburgh team that does not have a Kiriko. So I think
The
he
only one
wants
that
to,
can
he wants
really-
to build that if he's going to switch it all.
That's true, but also like both the DPS have an option to get rid of anti. So
That's true. Deadenside barely not able to get the hack onto the Rhine, and here comes a Saucepan ult. Oh, but Saucepan's gonna
That's big.
fall and not gonna get
Trade
anybody,
it.
and now all of a sudden now Chris with a K with a big blossom.
the triple. He
A
bloomed.
big flank from Chris with a K leads to
Zeke
a
falls
big
too.
kill, and Zeke gets staggered hard.
Yep, it seems like they found the momentum, and it looks like they're about to have almost 3 ults on the side of MTL, almost
Yeah.
3 on the side of
It kind of felt like Saucepan had a little bit, had a little bit too much dip on his chip with that ultimate, and kind of just fed, and that just let Montreal take over from there.
Yep. And
Oh, the ult,
big
there's
carnage.
2 ultis. That's a big carnage. Ooh!
There's another. It gets dead
Zeke's able to
inside
take out
only.
Dead inside. Chris with a K barely not able to take out
Plaza goes down.
Bonaparte.
Kelho. Okay, never mind.
Oh, there's a
You-
low
you-
Reaper. Ooh,
That's
Bonaparte.
your support down. You only have Lucio. You don't really have main heal anymore. Reinhardt is really low.
But now everybody's kind of just
Okay,
here.
they popped Juno ult. Wait, that's actually big because they killed the tank as they Juno ulted.
Yeah, they kill the tank as the Juno ult goes off.
Chris is still.
Juno's gonna get hacked, not able to
Juno
fly
dies.
anymore.
That's actually a big pick. They just wasted Juno ult essentially. I mean,
Yeah, no Juno ult, no Reaper ult on the side of Pitt, and Chris with a K is getting pretty close to his own Death Blossom, and Parasite's already 55 back to Rampage. So we might see a little Rampage EMP combo. I'm thinking maybe that's what's going through Montreal's head here.
We'll see. I think it really helps against like Reaper or especially oh. Shatter. Big.
Oh, that's a.
shatter.
Oh, the Suzu doesn't quite get what they wanted though.
Yeah, if they did a little bit earlier, maybe could have stopped.
Yeah, that Suzu felt just like a frame off of completely negating that shatter, but unfortunately, barely not in time.
That Suzu nerf really hurt them, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm pretty sure if you Suzu the initial shatter, then it doesn't. The stun defense doesn't hit.
Yeah, it does. It does, but that makes it hard. What they nerfed was the fact that you can
you can Suzu them while they're down, but they don't stand up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Densai gets smoked by the Kiriko. That's unfortunate. So now they're down there. Oh, but Crystal K and on a big flank, but they all kind of just turn around and he gets pinned.
That's a big pin.
But that gives up a lot of space to Montreal. They're able to take out Quaza. Here comes a big rampage.
Big carnage.
And Bonaparte's gonna fall here.
He's falling really low.
Oh, he's won.
He got Suzu'd, unfortunately a little late.
Yeah. Oh, but Zeke
really
put in
low.
some work on the point. He was able to stall really long. Is he gonna get out? He is.
Yeah. Just barely.
That's pretty big from Zeke. He was able to stall for a long time and was still able to get out, and now he has an ultimate. Now we almost have Rush. Yeah, we almost have Rush on Pit, Death Blossom, and a Venture Ult. However, we do have an EMP, a Rush, and an EMP, a Rush, and a Blossom on the side of MTL. But Densai falls really early, and that takes out the threat of the EMP. Here comes an ulti from Chris, or no, that was Zeke.
What? No, he didn't get any.
He doesn't get anybody. And here comes the.
Oh! It's a big shatter!
Big shatter!
Big!
And another big shatter coming out from Bonaparte.
Not only did that stop the rush too, like.
Yeah, it kind of. It was at a good time.
Boston, Reaper and
time goes Tracer
Boston
Racer
and Rush kind of stopped by the shatter. That's kind of, and you know, Hit wins that. Let's see. What's the next one? I can't see which point we're going to.
That was a big shatter from Bonaparte.
Okay.
We're going into point number 4. See if Montreal can bring it back. They do have beat. They still have that EMP. They've been holding on to that for a while. Parasite coming up on another rampage. And Bonaparte's really far up. Is able to get a Suzu to bail him out, and here comes the Rush and the beat. There's the EMP from Denside. And oh my goodness, Pit just falls over. Zeke's super low. Gonna get booped, and Quaza is the last one, and that's a team kill coming out from Montreal. A dominant first fight on this point.
Let's see. You know, Parasite almost has ult though, so that could change the tide really quick.
However, they do have a Kiriko now, so I'm going to be assuming that Kiriko is knows this and is going to try and hold that Suzu for the rampage. They're really grouped up. Parasite's probably going to be looking for the rampage at some point soon. Maybe they try. He really wants to get Suzu out though. The Kiriko's gonna fall. Here comes a rampage. Only really gonna get one though.
He didn't even get anybody, I don't think.
No, he definitely got Bonaparte. But nobody really dies there on Pitt's side, and Montreal's gonna have to reset. They got the 69%.
I mean, this is not. They have what? Two ults about? To like almost 3 on the side of Pit.
Ooh. Parasite kind of just trying to figure out what to do here. They do have both Blossoms are up on both sides. Chris with a K and Tracer Racer kind of low though. Shouts out from. Here comes a shatter.
Big shatter. Big shatter. Oh my goodness.
Death Blossoms coming out. Chris gets one, but Zeke gets 2.
Back. Bonaparte
Caliho
gets
gets-
these big shatters, man.
Yeah, Bonaparte just had so many good shatters this game.
He's gaming.
Parasite under the wrecking ball to get a touch.
Zeke going in. He's backing up. Bonaparte and Zeke have really been syncing up these like shatters and like death blossoms.
Yeah,
touch.
absolutely.
Bonaparte's surrounded right now. Let's see. No, he's just swinging.
Here comes a big saucepan. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
it's gonna get two. Bonaparte gets another charge kill. And it's just Parasite on the point.
And that's
He's gonna
it.
explode real fast, and that's a big team kill.
And Pitt wins second map. This is it started off very close and ended like very much in Pitt's favor.
Yeah, Parasite with the
Oh,
play
but
of the game
Parasite
now.
with the play though. He says you can take out my team, but you can't take out me.
Well, it's 2-0 Pitt, but this score is definitely not indicative of the game that we have been watching here.
That's
This
true.
has been close the whole way through. It feels like.
Yeah, it just feels like it feels like Bonaparte like shatters at like the perfect time and like to stop like 3 of their ults, and they need to just track shatter.
You know, Bonaparte is standing on business right now. He is not messing around.
And let's see what MTL picks as their potentially final map.
Chris going saying Dust 2.
Dust 2.
We're going to Dust 2. Here we go. Let's see it.
Yeah. What do you even say Dust 2 is in this game? And there's not really one in this game.
Kings Row.
Bro, yeah.
I think Kings Row is the Dust 2 of this game.
Nice show. Cash? Oh no. Train. They're just naming all the CS maps.
Yeah, I think we see Chris with a K come back on the tank. Parasite didn't do bad though. He definitely wasn't playing bad. It was
No,
just
he wasn't. He's just I just feel like the Rhine was just like I said at the beginning, like kind of sustaining longer because he just can hold shield, he has armor and everything. Meanwhile, like Queen has to use all of her abilities to stay in the fight, and you can just wait those abilities out, you know?
I don't even think it was as much of that. I think it was just more. I don't know, because I don't know if Montreal's practiced much with Parasite on tank. I'm going to assume they have, because they pulled it out pretty early in the set, because they like normally that would be more of a game 3, like you're down 0-2, you want to try something that could possibly work, but they pulled that out in game 2. So it makes me think that they've practiced that at least a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they're going to Junkertown?
It's either Junkertown or Midtown. I'm not really sure which one they're
I
talking
think it's
about.
Junkertown? Yeah, it looks like Junkertown.
Looks like Junkertown. So we're going to see more Parasite, Widowmaker gameplay, I would assume.
Potentially. I mean, this map is like, I don't know. I would have taken them to Circuit, right? If they
I
wanted
don't
to play Widow.
I don't know. I feel like you can play. I don't know. I'm not Montreal, so I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what the game plan is here. Maybe they've practiced Junkertown. Maybe they've practiced Junkertown a little bit more than Circuit, but we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I'm assuming that Chris with a K goes back onto the tank because Parasite wasn't playing bad, but it kind of felt like they were a little bit more comfortable with Chris on tank.
We'll see. I definitely think that. I definitely think you want to run the Rhine v Rhine. Oh wait, they're running Tracer Racer on tank.
Okay, this is
not.
interesting. Chris with a K on Hanzo.
I mean, Tracer Racer.
Bonaparte staying on.
Tracer
Bonaparte
Racer
staying on.
I'm sorry.
Bonaparte staying on Sigma. No comp swaps from Pitt at all, which I don't think we've really seen much of at all this season.
That's true.
But the comp swaps from Montreal definitely very interesting.
I mean, I know Tracer Racer has been playing like off tank and Marvel Rivals, so I don't know. So we'll see if it
I
works
don't think
out.
that translates. I'm not sure how hard that translates to this game, but we'll see.
I don't think I've ever seen the Tracer Racer tank, much less in a United Rogue Overwatch game. So we'll see how it runs. I think they're just running shit to find what works, you know?
I'm definitely curious though. It's not
And
looking
off
too.
early.
Ooh.
Man picks it off early. Parasite
There was
on
the
the
Widowmaker.
Bastion.
Zeke getting a pick on the Parasite.
Is he picking up?
Saucepan, another pick.
I mean, they're just running the double snipers. I think.
Yeah, this is definitely sniper land. Chris does get the kill on the
He gets
Saucepan.
another. I mean, maybe they picked. Maybe they thought they had the superior snipers.
Maybe. Last I don't think Bastion's a sniper though. But now we've got Parasite on Genji to try and maybe take some pressure off on the Widowmaker, or from the take some pressure off of his team from the Widowmaker. But Pitt pretty solid. Was sitting up on this high ground, but Zeke is going to fall.
The Hanzo diff.
Looking like a little bit.
Chris falling.
Racer finds the Widowmaker. Widowmaker's gonna fall.
But they trade though. We keep pushing it though. It looks like Pitt's gonna have to back up here.
Yeah, a little bit. They're definitely gonna have to give up some space. Tracer
That's a
Racer
big
is
ante,
purple
though.
now though.
He's not longer. They're popping Sigma.
Oh.
Gets two. One more. Kello's super low. I think he gets out though.
Tracer Racer was able to stall long enough for another Nemesis form. Bonaparte's gonna fall.
Tracer Racer
gonna
gets
fall.
another. Man, okay, maybe Tracer Racer is the tank player, man.
That's a big fight win for Montreal. They're gonna take this first point. Tracer Racer putting in some work on the Ramatra.
Where has this been all season?
I don't know, man, but whatever it is, it's working. And we have a lot of ults coming up for Montreal here. Meanwhile, Pitt, it looks like Zeke is swapping off of the Hanzo onto the Reaper. His comfort pick, I think. And Bonaparte did commit ulti. There's a lot of people down in that room. I'm wondering if Tracer Racer may be looking for... Oh, it's gonna take all of the CC.
Oh, they pop.
Oh,
I don't
think they meant to fall there.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's. I think they got booped down.
Oh, but Juno won. Juno's gonna fall.
Okay, that's big. That's an unfortunate ram ult though.
Yeah, the ram ult's like. But you kind of got to move past that. It happened. Build up another one as fast as you can. Just keep playing.
Tracer
with the game is going to fall.
That's a big coalescence.
Bonaparte's going to coal to try to keep people alive.
Was alive. Dead. And I died though. Unfortunate. Saucepan's still alive. That guy popping Juno.
Oh, Juno ult just to try and stall, I think.
Yep. Saucepan's in.
Fall,
Tracer
but Tracer Racer's also gonna fall.
Parasite has to get out, and Saucepan and Zeke are gonna follow them, and they're dead. And they saw it right at the last second, but they have 3 minutes to push this.
They're like 2.6 meters, I think I saw it say.
Something like that.
Chris sticking on to the Hanzo though.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick, especially now that he can one-shot again.
There's a little dink on the Bonaparte. Gonna get some good damage there, break that shield. Tracer Racer's back, the entire team's back pretty much.
Yep.
Oh,
Barely gets Tracer. Tracer popping form to try and live. Really low.
well, a lot of people are really low
Oh,
though.
wait, that's a... Okay, they used Hanzo ult to get back. They used
Dragon
Rush.
barely doesn't get anybody.
Chris
Chris
falls.
with the K is gonna fall.
Zeke pop ult doesn't get anyone.
But Tracer Racer's really
Tracer
low.
fall.
And it looks like this is just gonna be another fight loss for Montreal, unfortunately.
That's unfortunate. I mean, they only popped what? Actually, I don't think they popped any ults, right? So they just they forced 2 ults.
Oh,
on.
Parasite is going for a
Parasite.
hero play, trying to catch them off guard, but
What?
Quaza there with a big sleep. Haven't really been saying his name much today, but that was a really good sleep
Yeah.
to take care of Parasite. Yeah, that was just a swap. That was just a swap ult. He wanted to get off that character. So now we're on double hit scan. Oh, Quaza taking out Dead Inside.
Calaho falls. Both Montreal supports are down.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to back up again.
Chris falls.
Down goes Chris.
Tracer's just gonna have to back up here. I don't know.
And all of their momentum kind of just coming to a complete standstill
Yeah,
here.
I mean, the second point's a lot easier to defend, I think, than the first.
Hmm.
At
I
least
think
for
that's
their-
debatable,
At least
but,
for their team comp.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot more of a noticeable high ground to play on this map. That's gonna be a lot tougher to get up to. And then
And they're kind of rotating around. I think Bonaparte's
on
backing
the
up.
flank.
Kind of okay. They're stopping them in the hallway. Big signal.
Parasite's gonna just split
Yeah,
off.
no one. I don't think we got one.
Saucepan going on a flank.
Chris falls super
There's a
low.
popping
He's
all
getting healed though.
low. He's gonna get a heal though. Saucepan's
Tracer's
gonna fall
dead.
to the Tracer Eraser ult.
That's unfortunate. Bonaparte falls really low. Bonaparte falls.
Oh, they're gonna
and it
kill
looks-
Sig before the
and
hands
it
can go
looks
off.
and it looks like they get point.
And that's a take. Good recovery from Montreal. I lost a couple of fights, but we're able to pull it back and we're able to get that fight win. Oh, and Zeke just exploding dead inside there. As is Kiriko with him now, so.
It looks like Zeke's coaching has been paying off.
Oh, but here comes Chris. Or sorry, not Chris.
Tracer
Tracer.
get that guy. Tracer's
Looks like they're
falling.
looking for this They're hunting this Reaper down.
Yep.
But they're trying to lead him into a flank.
Okay, the entry. Calaho gets.
He's out.
Zeke, how is he not dead?
Zeke is running around and he's doing whatever he wants, it feels like.
I mean, they're
Oh,
just,
but Saucepan and that guy are gonna fall.
like,
Parasite's low is gonna fall. Zeke is back into Wraith. He's still alive.
that's a big
Rock from Bonaparte.
How? I don't understand how Zeke is getting away with some of these plays.
Yeah, no, Zeke has been on another one. He's been running around. And it was like, it felt like they were chasing him down, but it ended up just leading them to the backs of their teammates. But Montreal coming out.
Zeke holding this high ground. He gets Chris.
Oh, Zeke gets Chris.
Chris
A
might
rock,
need to
he has
ult.
another
He has
ult.
ult too. Okay. He pops all. He gets Calaho. Zeke fades out. Going after.
Parasite not able to get anybody with that Deadeye.
He's low. Zeke finally falls after killing
Zeke
like
finally goes down.
3. Wait, that's a big ult.
Oh, the ulti only
half.
Tracer Eraser, but Tracer Eraser's one with no support.
That's a big sig ult.
And Moira
Not
gets in
damn
time,
it.
just gets there just a
big
little bit
hit.
too late on a falls though.
Calaho super low. No, he went back up.
You have 4 people and then he says he's gonna burn. He says he wants his tank dead.
Well,
But
they
that
kinda-
guy coming in with a pretty
Hey,
oh, but Bonaparte still goes down, and if I'm that guy, I want that. I think I want that that rush back.
Zeke's super low. He goes down. They're pushing this despite it being an overtime.
It's a stagger, yeah. No, they're holding it down.
They
That
have
guy
one
swaps
more
on to
fight.
Lucio.
They have one more fight. Calaho's super close to Coalescence too. Ram ult.
Here comes the ulti on the Bonaparte though. Oh,
And they
did not
get it.
Touch. Pit
That's
just
unfortunate.
doesn't touch. They had a big ante onto the ulting Ram too, but they just forgot about the card, I guess.
MTL with that that big ending.
Initiating match.
Man, MTL clutching onto this. They're like, you know what? We're not going out without a fight.
Yeah, those were some pretty big stagger picks at the end because they had Zeke down, and then that guy tried to come in and try and save them with the rush, but they were able to pick off both of them.
I feel like Tracer is actually a really good tank, and I
Yeah,
just
no,
think they
Tracer's showing up. Tracer's absolutely showing up on this tank roll here, I feel like.
except for
And
that
Chris
one
with K on
ult.
Torb. We got a Torb.
With
Torb.
the exception, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, with the exception of that one ult that was unfortunate, that they got booped off by the rock, I think. But
Yeah, that was kind of just hard. That was just tough. Like it happens. It happens to the best of us. Like it was just an accidental
But,
fall
like,
off.
but,
You know,
other than
it-
that,
you
they've been
can't-
popping off. They've been going after the back line. They've been living.
Yeah, no, Tracer Racer's been doing a very, very good job.
Now let's see.
But yeah, we have a Chris with a K, Torbjorn, and a Parasite. Oh, what the? Wait, where is Parasite's in a really weird spot.
Where is he?
Look at him.
What the?
I wonder if he's gonna get a pick here.
Oh wait,
looking
he's
up
been
top.
watching. He's been watching the Your Overwatch spies.
He's oh
Get-
oh no!
Wait, I don't think they've noticed him.
And now
yet.
Quasar
Wait,
sees him,
oh,
but he's gonna get
Quasar!
picked.
He get him. The spot works, and I don't think he's going back there again. Now that they know.
Yeah, I think Quasar knows. He's told his team, but that was definitely a really interesting spot, and it got a pick. So
Yeah. Maybe that's why they brought out the Junker down in the first place. Zeke's in the back. Let's see if they notice.
Zeke on a flank.
He has to get out though.
Yep. The classic Zeke flank. He loves doing that. And we've got a tank fight going on. Bonaparte going down. Tracer Racer full health. But runs out of form just a little bit too early to secure that kill. But Chris is in there on that Reaper.
Chris falls though, but
He's
he
gonna
gets the
fall.
Reaper. I mean, that's honestly a big pick. I trade.
Yeah, I'll take that trade. If I'm Montreal, I'll take that trade.
Zeke's been putting in work this
Just-
game.
Can't afford to give up too much space. Tracer Racer's gonna sleep.
Tracer's anti
Gonna
though.
hold block.
Really low. Okay, he gets healed up.
Stays back up. Zeke on another flank. Trying to take the pressure off of that cart.
Rock
Calaho low, but Bonaparte falls.
Saucepan is low, kind of opting to die.
Yeah, Saucepan's just gonna. Saucepan kind of just gave up there. Didn't have ice block or anything, and now Quasar gets staggered. Not quite gonna be able to get that guy.
Let's see here. And all.
They're just gonna try and reset.
Parasite-
Saucepan
oh,
gets picked
big.
by Saucepan
That's a
picks off
big pick.
Parasite.
That Widow has been holding down angles, so I think that's a big pick.
Yeah, I know that was a big shot. But we do have a ram ult that could be big on point here. There's the window from Baptiste. Oh,
Big ult. They
oh, that guy almost got Ajax. Well, that's a big ulti from Tracer Racer though.
Yep, Tracer Racer's going in. Gets rocked. The rock actually
And
ends
Scorpion
the
Wilson
ult.
core out.
Okay, but Bonaparte's opting to
Bonaparte's just
die.
gonna jump off, yeah.
No,
Just
no
try and
more ult
reset.
first.
And Montreal's holding strong.
Yeah. They have another minute and a half to hold though.
Honestly, with the way they've been playing, I can see them doing this.
Oh, and let's see.
We do have a nano coming from Quasar though. We do have a blizzard coming from Saucepan, and absolutely nothing on the side of Montreal.
Almost
So this is
another
definitely going to be a
block.
hard fight to win.
I mean, he's gonna get blossomed in this fight too, so they're probably gonna nano
True.
I guess.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be tough for Montreal to hold, but
And they don't really have anyone to stop it either, other than maybe killing him.
Quasar going really low though. And Tracer Racer deciding to push up a little bit. Gonna go around, but thinks against it. Gonna put up the wall. Here comes the blizzard.
Hey, guys, wait, okay.
Oh, but that mail doesn't really hit anybody, I don't think. Bonaparte's really low. Dead inside falls to Saucepan though. But Saucepan finds a Parasite. Parasite gets another pick.
That's big. Tracer Racer picks off the tank, and it's just that guy. He teleports out, but they have 10 seconds. I mean, they gotta touch.
It's just the supports and they're running, yeah.
I don't think they touch in time. And they have 5
Bonaparte
seconds.
onto the Reinhardt. Calaho kills both supports, and that's gonna be it.
That's big. MTL coming back. They're like, we're not out yet.
Montreal with a big hold. And
Tracer Racer
we're
with that.
Put into 4.
Honestly, Tracer, they should stick Tracer on tank, man.
Tracer
Like-
Racer played a really good Ramatra there. I'm a big fan. I did not know she was like that.
I told you she was really good on off tank on on Penny in Marvel Rivals. She's been popping off. I think she's a really good tank player.
That was definitely interesting.
Well, let's see where they take him next. I mean, Pitt gets the next swap, and reminder that it's still 3-1 or 2-1. Sorry. So one more map.
So let's see where Pittsburgh decides to go.
Yep. I mean, I'm interested to see
Montreal
what they.
staying scrappy.
I'm just wondering what they're gonna run this time because like it's really good, but I wonder if like they'll swap to like Chris if it's like a Rhine map, you know?
We'll
I think it
see.
depends on where they go.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Tracer Racer tank. They could, however, push it to. No, they can't actually, because that they have. What do they have left? They have hybrid, and they have push. I think. Because they played, because Controls round 1, they went Flashpoint round 2, and then they went Escort round 3.
Right. So, oh, it looks like they're going to Runasapi.
We have Runasapi picked, so it looks like that's what's going to be happening, because I'm pretty sure Stan is the owner of the game, so that's where we're going.
I didn't see. Yeah,
Yep,
Pitt
picks Runasapi.
Okay, and it doesn't matter which one they pick. They don't get to pick attack or defense because push. So we wanted a yeah, but I don't think it matters.
This is definitely a this is definitely another brawl map, so we could see a little bit. We could see some more Tracer Racer tank.
Alright, let's see what they run this time. Do they run the Tracer Racer tank
Wait,
again?
the music on this map is fire. Wait, I've never listened to this. I've never really given this a good listen. This is good. I'm a fan.
I mean, I think Overwatch has always had pretty good music, but
Oh
nobody
yeah,
really
for sure.
listens to it. Nobody really listens to it because, you know, the hero shooter. We got Jonathan with the hot
Let's see what it's at.
Valorant music is better than
Tracer Racer.
Overwatch music.
Tracer Racer is sticking on the tank. Same team comp from Pitt, but that was to be expected. But yeah,
Okay.
it looked like they really liked the Tracer Racer tank, so they're going to be sticking with it.
Yep. And I mean, Parasite's on the cast. We'll see. I mean, the foliage in the chat saying that MTL benefited greatly from an uncontested Widow, and that's true. They didn't really ever push the Widow except for like that one time. And they're not really playing dive except for like, I mean, they have Reaper.
Yeah, Reaper definitely does like to go on those flanks, especially Zeke's Reaper. But
Yeah, I mean, Reaper. I remember in our games, he just flanked every time.
Saucepan kind of just making their way to the back
Okay.
line is going to get taken out, but not after getting one.
They get 2, so they're down 2-1.
Oh, and ID and Quaza getting super low, but Parasite just not able to find that final shot. But Dead Inside and Tracer Racer both able to live here. And Dead Inside trying to get a little bit of poke, seeing if he can get a little bit of that extra ult charge. The Reaper peeks out and says, "Nah, I'm good."
Low. He gets healed
We're
up though.
immediately back up to full.
Power of support.
The Tracer Racer's kind of in there.
He's going in.
I mean, he needs to be a little
really
bit
low.
careful. Puts on a shield. Gets an inward field.
This is a really difficult map to play Ram on, even though it counters Sigma. Just because Sigma has like the longer sight lines, it can just kind of poke.
Kind of just a little bit of neutral going on here, but then that does pick up Saucepan. Zeke able to get Chris with a K. So we do have a little trade here. Quaza going down.
Sig ult gets Bap super low.
Sigil gets Bap. Bap lives though.
No, Zeke's on him though. Okay, Zeke falls. And they're gonna
And now
push.
Montreal up.
Well, they
They're gonna
gotta
get some
push
push here.
past. Well, by the time they get back, I think by the time they get back, maybe to like 20 or 30 meters, you know, Pitt's gonna be back.
But this is still some push. They're able to get set up on this point and get ready for another team fight. So that's a really good win for Montreal. Tracer Racer setting up around this corner. Parasite with a big pick on the saucepan. Here comes
You
the
know,
Juno
all-
ult.
Parasite,
We're all pressing
trying to
Q.
get
We're all
one.
pressing Q. Everybody on Montreal pressing Q here. That's 4 ults. If they don't win this fight, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. But
They did get
it does
progress.
look like they
did
are
get
going
lead.
to, and they're going
They
to
did
get the
get the
lead.
lead. But
I
let's
think
see,
they're going to get forward spawn here. They're going to get butt scratch. Yep.
Zeke has ult, almost has ult, Saucepan almost has ult, and Quasza has ult. So, I mean,
Yeah, there's a
they're
lot
looking-
of ults coming out from Pittsburgh. Meanwhile,
and the only ult
the
that
only
MTL
one
has
on the
is-
side of Montreal
Hanzo.
is Hanzo ult. So.
I mean, I guess you could Hanzo
Oh,
ult the
Saucepan
rush.
falls really low.
You could if
Saucepan's
Chris plays
on
it
here.
smart. If Chris plays it smart, you ult the rush. There you go.
A good job of
Now they
Tracer
have to
Racer
back
staying
up.
alive. A fairly good zoning ult from Chris with a K. A lot of people on pit going
Chris
low,
falls.
but Chris falls.
Right.
And here
Zeke
comes a
gets
big
two
ulti from
ult
Zeke.
supports. He gets killed though. Parasite's the only one left, and he
Yeah,
falls.
Zeke is going to fall.
But
But
you know what? They got
Oh, yeah.
82 meters off of that one push. I would call that a success.
82 and forward spawn for everybody, I think.
Yeah, that
It's
should
gonna
be
be
forward
close
spawn,
with
but-
Parasite actually.
Parasite,
Parasite's gonna
Parasite
get
got it. Barely got it.
So yeah, that's okay for Montreal. They got
Yeah.
rush out. They got
And they also have,
they got Reaper ult out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And honestly, as expected, you know, Chris kind of popped all in the rush and just kind of blocked them from using it.
And Chris gets a big early pick on a Quasza.
That's huge. Now they have to back up.
And yeah, now they're just running. Not really much else they can do. Ooh. Here comes the ulti from Sig, but Sig's really low.
Sig is really low. He backs up. He doesn't get anybody.
And Tracer Racer's just on him.
It's one.
And Tracer Racer's gonna get that guy too.
He does. They're kind of in there though. Zeke is on his own. Zeke kind of getting out.
He's on his own. They are gonna
He's
get the
running.
forward spawn back
I
though.
think they're rushing him down. He does fall.
And Zeke falls.
That's a big
3
stagger.
kills in this fight for
That's a
Tracer
big
Racer. A big
stagger, though.
stagger. Interesting. Swapping Rhine into the Ram.
I don't think it's a bad swap. I think it's
I just said
actually.
it. I just think it's interesting because it's not normally what you see. Oh, but
You know, all
Tracer Racer's gonna ulti
Tracer
in the Juno ult.
Tracer
Oh,
Racer's
it's gonna
fall,
fall
but-
immediately though.
I mean, they got 98 from that though, despite popping Juno ult. So I don't think it was a bad trade.
Parasite, it's one pick,
Backs up. I mean,
but it's
getting the
definitely
Juno
really
is huge.
scared. Yeah,
Okay, that guy swaps to Ana.
yeah. They
How do
see.
you
I think
deal
he's
with-
saying, all right, they don't have a Kiriko. We need to get kills. We need to kill this Ramatra as fast as we can.
Yep. They killed him. They killed her once. Like. But
Yeah,
like,
they
that
killed
was
them.
nothing
They killed the Ram like on the ulti, but that's just because Tracer Racer got a little bit too overzealous, I think.
Well,
and
yeah, they
kinda
had to
tried to
back
push the
up.
issue a little bit too much.
Well, the
But,
rest of the team had to back up after that Juno ult, and they went ahead.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody. They didn't coordinate that. I don't think. That's fine. They still have the lead, and
That's a
they
good
have to
pick.
keep holding this angle.
Quasza falling
That's
first
big.
again.
That's big. Now they have to back up here. Saucepan is low. They pop Coalescence. That's a bit okay. They pop the ult. They kind of just evaded.
Bonaparte
though.
killing Chris after though. After he pops that ulti. And Zeke kind of hiding, but it's gonna fall.
Zeke falls. That's huge. Calaho's kind of in there. Overextending. That's fine.
A little bit.
Tracer's back
Tracer Racer
on.
and
A big shatter.
That's
I
a
don't
big
think
shatter.
they'll pop that.
Yeah, they were not
And
ready for
Tracer
that.
fall. I mean, let's look at it this way. They popped one of their ults. I mean, they still have 3, but
Yeah.
you know, at least they got the shatter out, and that's been winning. You know, Pit the game. So
We do have a window up. We're coming up on another Annihilation, and another Deadeye. However, Saucepan is also very close to an ulti of their own.
True.
So it looks like the Pit's gonna get
Chris
their
with
forward
another
spawn.
pick.
Chris getting it. Chris putting a lot of work. It
That
feels like
Hanzo
the
is
first.
brilliant.
It feels like he's getting the first pick every single fight, and it's always been on a support.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
I think the supports are just kind of staying out in the open. They're not really
Chris gets
respecting
another
the
one.
Han- Yeah. I don't think they're really respecting the Hanzo. You know.
Yeah,
They're
definitely
not really
not.
taking angles.
They're kind of just running it. It feels like they're kind of just trying to run it down main. It's not working. Quaza
Yep.
falls. Soft span is really low. No sleep. And oh, whoa, okay. Yeah, it's
MTL was
big,
running it down.
Yeah,
I
that was a
think
big
that if Pitt wants to win against this, all they have to do, they have 4 ults. They need to like pop some ults, and they need to like not die to the Hanzo.
Another really funny form from Tracer because didn't even see the Reinhardt, but the Reinhardt comes pinning in behind her, and he's aiming for the Ana and kills him instead.
Okay. They need him to
Presses
drop that
ulti.
shield. Okay, it all ends though because he held shield.
Yeah, because of the shield. Tracer Racer back up to full. Oh, that could be a big dragon. Is gonna split off a little bit.
Okay. I mean, they're just kind of holding this angle. Okay,
Down goes the Ana. The Cure goes low too.
they get dead inside though, so that one of their supports is down.
Oh.
Supports are down actually on the side of MTL, so they're gonna have to back up here.
Yeah, I think Tracer Racer kind of just needed to run down that ram, but
Tracer needs to get out of here, or they're gonna get mega.
I think Tracer just needs. I just think Tracer just needs the yeah.
Actually,
like that,
actually,
let herself
actually, it wasn't a bad idea because they get ult charge and they're just they're just holding it for even if they get staggered, they're gonna respawn before.
That's true. That's very true. They're wasting time off the clock. However, Bonaparte is coming up on another Shatter, and we can probably expect to see a little bit of a Shatter Venture ult combo. Double Earth Shatter, if you will.
And it
We
looks
also
like they
have
all
Rush. Quad's been
respawn.
holding on to Rush.
Yeah, they all respawn before they flipped forward spawn. So
Yep. Caliho does have another Coalescence. Here comes the Rush.
little
Montreal
early
kind of just
spawn.
spreading out. They're kind of a little bit. They're a little bit scared of this Reinhardt
Rush.
ult. I think.
Well, I think they're scared of. Yeah, that's true. They
The
have
Reinhardt ult, the Rush, just everything.
a
Pretty
big
good fight,
shatter.
There's
Okay,
a
they
big
pop
shatter.
Immortal.
It's 3. Caliho's
Get
gonna
more.
fall. There's the Venture ult.
That's a lot of ult.
That's a
they're in
big
overtime.
commitment.
They have one more fight.
But we are in overtime.
They have one more fight, but they used all of their ults except for one.
Yep. But they need to get
I
there
think-
soon.
I think they can touch.
No, they definitely can. Opening up with
Wait, Chris
the
touched
ulti.
though.
Chris is in there though. He falls.
But Caliho gets that guy though, and that was their ult. That's a big pick.
Down goes Quaza. No more supports on the side of Pit.
Dustpan super low. Then nice. And
Good
MTL
cleanup from MTL.
doesn't push it anymore, and they get a map, and we're going to game 5. The reverse.
Yeah, they force a game 5. Let's see if the reverse sweep is on for Montreal. Let's see if they've got it. Let's see if they've got enough left in the tank to pull this off.
Oh, and Tracer Ace with the play.
And Tracer
Tracer
Ace
is
with
going
big
off.
play.
Tracer needs to be a main tank. Somebody sign this person for tank next season.
Yeah,
Why
those
can't
are
I
some
ignore- Why can't I ignore it?
big tank plays from Tracer Racer there.
I feel like they have a good like macro sense of the game, and that allows them to play tank really well. And since they don't overcommit, they just like live, you know. And a lot of tanks don't really do that as well, even if they have really good, mechanical skill.
You used a lot of big words there. So I'm just gonna pretend like I understood everything you just said, and we're gonna go on. All right, let's. I don't know what macro something. I don't know, man.
They
Well,
understand,
we're gonna
they
see-
understand
we're gonna
the
see
game
what
is a
Pitt-
bigger picture.
We're gonna see what Pitt. We're gonna see what Pitt goes.
MTL is 0-2 in map 5s, by the way. Okay, well, that's a stat from Booger. Well, let's see if that changes.
I'm curious because okay, so game 5 has to go to a hybrid, right?
Uh, probably Clash? Clash or Hybrid, I think.
I thought Clash was mixed with Flashpoint.
No? I can look, though.
We'll see. We'll see
Um,
where the pit squad decides to go here. But Montreal has a lot of momentum. And
No,
I
it's
think that's
control-
really big here.
Yeah, it's Control, Escort, Hybrid, Push, and Flashpoint Clash. So, actually, they can't go to Clash, I don't think.
Yeah, so I think they're
it's
forced
hybrid,
onto
my bad.
hybrid, so we're going to Eichenwald. Let's see it. This is definitely another map where Ramatra can be played with pretty good success, I think. However, we are going to see a lot of damage spam on this first point from whoever decides to defend.
Yeah, Bun's confirm it. Flash is mixed with Flashpoint.
Yeah, that's three different tanks we've seen play today. For,
Yeah, and
for-
that's not
for
including
Montreal.
Booger.
And Booger does play tank, but he is
So
not.
that's like
in
four
the game
tanks.
for today.
Well, he's not in the game right now.
Yeah,
but he's on the-
four tanks
four
on
tanks on the
Montreal, I
guy.
guess.
Yeah. Everybody's just a tank
Well,
player, man.
Let's see how this goes. Game 5 on Eichenwald. Here we go.
Let's see. I mean, wait. Do we know who's defending first? I don't think they said. That's fine. It looks like MTL's attacking first, and this is a notorious choke. I mean, this is very
And
difficult.
Saucepan, as I think a lot of people assume that we are
Yeah.
going to be seeing a Junkrat here.
Yeah, Buns does it all the time. Buns can confirm in the chat.
We're going to be seeing a Widowmaker from Chris, Parasite on the Pharah. We've got Dead Inside on Lucio, which I don't think we've seen much today. We have an Ana on the side of Pit, along with Juno for Quaza.
Yep.
Zeke on Reaper, as per usual, and Bonaparte on the Reinhardt, as per usual.
Now, I'm interested to see what they're going to do, because only the back line can hit the Pharah on MTL.
Mm-hmm. And already putting that far as putting in some work. That guy already down to half. And Zeke falls really early. Chris with gets a pick with
That guy
on
falls.
Ana.
Yep, and I think we're going to see some...
falls.
Bonaparte has to back up, and Bonaparte falls
Bonaparte's
too.
gonna fall, and that's
I mean, that's
clean
quick.
team kill.
Yeah, and immediately they swap to a hit scan.
Montreal just says, "Yeah, no, we're not playing around. Give me that point."
Yep, they said, you know
Did
what?
Their best Malga. They said they did their best Malga impression. I want this point.
I want this point. It's never boring. around
Bonaparte
me.
swapping to the Sigma. Saucepan swapping to the Cassidy. No other switches other than that. We're gonna see how this goes though. Chris taking a little bit of a pot shot in Bonaparte. Saying hi, I'm still here.
Yep. We'll see. And Parasite did immediately swap off the Pharah. I think that was definitely the play. Like, get Pharah for that first point and then swap as soon as they saw the hit scan, right?
Yeah. Oh, Quaza really low.
Bonaparte
And Chris
falls.
getting a pick onto Bonaparte.
I don't know. MTL's looking very strong with Tracer on tank, man.
Yeah, no, Tracer is putting in the work.
And I don't think it's just Tracer either. I just think other people are more confident, like when they're on other roles, and I just feel like Tracer is the best one on tank, right?
They're playing really. They're just playing really well around everything.
Yeah.
Tracer getting in there to save save her Moira, and Moira's able to get out because of it. Oh, Quasar falls really early.
That's a big
No more
vortex
supports on
too.
Pit side, and here comes an ulti from Ramatra.
MTL.
Suffer as I have.
Wait, they get two. They get the point. Wait. Okay,
And they got the point.
that was a big ult. That was like 3v1 and it gets the. Tracer is putting in the work, man. Wait, I'm scared
big
now.
ultis. This is looking like pure domination. Like Pittsburgh is on the back foot. They have no idea what to do.
What do you do against Tracer tank?
There's Tracer taking a lot of that CC. Is just gonna play this corner.
And like
A good shield.
the other thing too is she's using her vortex so well to like stop people from
And
escaping.
down goes Ana. And they're just pumping ults. Zeke with a big blossom.
Zeke goes down though, and Bonaparte cleans up.
Oh. That was close. That was a lot. That was really close. But,
But, like, that was
finally
one
gets a
push.
team fight win.
Yep, and now
I think that's
finally
Pittsburgh's
stabilized.
first team fight win this time.
Yeah.
In this match.
I feel like, you know, morale's a little shaky. I think they're in their heads, you know?
A little bit. It feels like it at the very least. But this is definitely Pittsburgh's chance to lock it down, stabilize, and try and string a couple more fight wins here.
That's actually a big
At
ult.
the very least, get the time.
Get one.
That's a big ult.
You only got one though, but that's a big ult as they got the tank or the
Zeke TP's behind.
Widow.
Forced a Wraith. Trace Racer again eating a lot of CC. He's kind of just playing this corner, farming ult charge, and has it now. So now they're going to be looking for a push, and it just goes in with it. Here we go.
They beat it though. They
Oh, Shotgun doesn't get the beat. Oh wait, there was no beat. That was a Montreal beat. What am I talking about?
Wait, yeah.
Ooh,
Tracer fall.
a lot of people falling, and it looks like this is going to be it.
I mean, like
They
this
probably
is
do
just
get
utter
another touch,
domination.
but
This ends.
I don't think so.
it's gonna. Yeah,
Okay,
they
no,
do.
they got one. Okay, Quaza, that guy.
Us
All
and mine's dead inside, but
Bishop's
everybody
in
else is
tank,
just
Bishop's
dying
in-
around him. It's just the wrecking
Ball.
ball,
and he's falling really low.
and
He
down he goes. And that's a
In
3.5
minutes on the clock?
3.5 minutes on the Montreal push.
I mean, that's I don't know, man. Sign Tracer up for Ruby League, man.
Tracer is eating on a roll that we've never seen her on, and all of a sudden she just comes out and starts throwing hands.
I honestly, the other thing too is she's been doing that I've noticed is she waits for everybody to be kind of low, and then she throws the vortex right as they're trying to escape. They can't leave, and their teammates clean up, right?
There's just so many good plays from the entirety of Montreal, to be honest. Like we've been talking about Tracer Racer, but that's just because it's a surprise pick. But the entirety of Montreal has just been working really, really well together, and has been putting on a show here for us.
I don't know if many of you know, but Dead Inside is like a really good Lucio player as well, and the fact that they have him on support and not DPS is like kind of good in a way because he's speeding everybody around, right?
This is.
Oh, and that's an interesting
So let's see
pick
what the comp
from
spot here.
on Pit. Okay, they swapped to Zarya
We
Zen.
haven't seen the Bonaparte Zarya yet, and we haven't seen Zen played by Quaza, and that guy's taking over the Juno responsibilities here. Quaza
Quaza,
has not made a pick yet, though.
I remember the other day I played with Quaza. I played a Zen. I was playing Zen. He was playing Ball, and I think he decided he liked Zen after I started discording his targets.
Mm-hmm. So let's see what Montreal has on defense, because defense is a whole other game to attack. But we'll see. Bonaparte already falling low and forced to use a bubble.
Okay.
This
Tracer
forward
is
orb onto
supported.
Tracer pretty early.
Get it off, but they get it off and starts pushing into that left room.
Thinks twice about it. Bonaparte's really low. Does have a bubble though. Does have two bubbles actually now. It's kind of just letting that shield regen.
And they're kind of forcing them back again. Tracer gets slept, but that's a big CC cooldown gone.
Oh, but Bonaparte's gonna get a lot of energy here. Oh, but that guy and Saucepan both fall.
I mean,
And
that's
Bonaparte looking for a pick on the Calaho, but runs out of ammo at the worst time possible and falls.
I mean,
Montreal
this
holding
is
strong.
Montreal's like putting on a show, man. They like.
Oh,
This
they
is a
see
very
the Ana. They're
strong-
looking for the Ana, and that's a big
got him.
stagger.
That's a big pick. I mean, looking at alt charge here, I mean, they don't have, what, 53 is their highest. Meanwhile, everybody on MTL basically is like 57 or higher, except for
Yeah,
Denside.
it was a really unfortunate moment for Bonaparte because he had Calaho dead to rights, but just ran out of ammo at the worst possible time and died for it.
I mean, I think even
A lot of people going low. Saucepan going low. Tracer Racer putting on a lot of pressure in that small little room.
Tracer
Falls low. Falls back though. Really well. Really good. Really good. It's a good vortex, and we're already really close to a lot of ults on Montreal side now. Let's see if Tracer Racer decides to pop the ult. You're gonna see a lot of people, and here we go. That's a big sleep though.
They're all
What?
backing up. I think the
That's
ult
gonna
ends.
take a lot of people
It's
out.
fine. It's fine. I mean, they slept it, but like the rest of the team just like took advantage of the pressure.
Yeah, the rest of the team kind of collapsed behind them and cut off their ways of escape and just demolished them. So that's only two ultis coming out on the side of Montreal. So they're managing their ult economy really well.
Yep. And they almost have beat too. So like they
Yep.
ain't coalescence. And Rail, but we'll see when Rail comes out. I mean, they have what, Juno all and
Saucepan's in, gets a bubble.
that was the
But that's
grab.
two really quick bubbles coming out from Bonaparte. Oh, but that's a big grab.
big grab.
It doesn't look like they're gonna really be getting much off of it.
Wait, but they
Parasite with
Rail
a
gun
big
gets-
Sojourn hold.
I mean, this is coalesce.
That was a huge call from Calaho to keep everybody
Yeah.
alive, and it allowed Parasite to just start picking people off with that Sojourn ult at overclock.
I mean, this is.
And
this
now
is
now Pitt's down down to only a minute.
they swapped off of Zarya to Sig. I don't know if that's the best play against Sig or Ryan or Ram. I'm getting everything wrong. Ram. There's so
Sounds
many
like
names.
me during in-game comms.
There's so many names.
We have Quaza down. Quaza, that's a
Big
big
anti.
purple though.
He's low. He gets a
Whoa, but
beat
a big
though.
beat.
But Calaho, they're
Everybody's
all
dead.
down. It's just
Bonaparte,
He's nanoed
he's
though.
nanoed. He's gonna get dead inside.
But like the rest of the team.
Calaho
though,
running for the
they're
hills. But the nano runs out, and now what? He's just gonna fall. That's a big
Quaza
stagger.
low.
It's
And
just
they have
Quaza.
They have 13
Now all
seconds.
they have are the
and they have to
DPS.
touch. They have to touch in 10 seconds. I mean,
Saucepan super low. Zeke popping the ulti.
and they're all
they
of
gonna
them are
touch?
back. I don't think. Okay, he's on. They don't get. You don't
And
even trigger
Saucepan's gonna
overtime.
fall.
Wait, they got overtime though.
That's it. That's
Wait,
it.
Ball's
Montreal
touching,
has
Ball's touching. No, it
completed.
doesn't touch.
Nope.
Montreal
Montreal has
gets the
completed the
reverse
reverse sweep.
Let's go.
Oh my
Montreal.
goodness. What a comeback.
All
The
right.
Tracer Racer tank coming in so clutch.
Tracer. Let's put it this way. Tracer Razor MVP.
I mean,
They've been like putting in work. They enable their team to like get in and clean up, and they take all the cooldown without dying.
that was a really, really fun series to watch. And a big, big, big comeback for Montreal. That's what they needed. They needed that. They really, really needed that.
Yeah, and I think that well, it almost guarantees them playoffs, right? Because what are they? 2-2. So I think they're considered top 4 right now. Yeah.
That's
So,
now, though.
other than
things
KC,
could change. Things could
Other than-
absolutely change. But
only thing that could
Montreal has
change
definitely
is-
put themselves in a good position here.
yeah, I think KCC is the only other one. So if they get 2-2, but right now they're 1-2 or 1-3. Sorry, because Pitt just beat them. So actually, I don't think they can get back unless they win like every game from now on. So I think they're actually set to be in playoffs.
I mean, we'll see, but Montreal looking extremely, extremely, extremely strong there. A lot stronger than I think we've seen them in a while.
They looked a little weak at the beginning. Or sorry, it was even at the beginning, and then it started. Bonaparte started hitting those shatters, and they kind of like lost it, and then they were like, all right, let's try something new. And then they put Tracer Race on the tank, and from there they kind of just gained momentum.
Yep. They started with putting Parasite on tank. They kind of swapped tanks around, and I think a lot of people thought it was just like almost a troll pick. I don't think anybody expected Tracer Racer to pop off like that, except for you, apparently.
I knew that they were a good tank player from Marvel Rivals. All right, let's put it that way.
Well, this has been Stormy and Dragon Master from the Miami cast. Montreal completes the reverse sweep on Pitt and takes the set 3-2. We will see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.